Okay, gang, I have steel stick on here. We're going to give this a try. You guys can see this is the armature for the original motor that goes on my Farm King. The steel stick, machinable, it's supposed to be all that. So we're going to put it to the test. Like I say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Motor's already toasted. I did remove a tail cap from one of the good motors, the 1500 RPM one, and that tail cap has a beautiful bushing in it. It's the exact right size. The original cap for this obviously is oversized and wallered because this shaft was wore down pretty good. So I'm just going to keep turning this through and get it down to diameter. Once I get it to diameter, we'll throw everything back together, see what we got. About the only thing that I can think of that might interfere is just the porosity of this stuff. So we'll see what happens. So let's get to cutting. I'm getting fairly close. Probably have another 8 or 10 thousandths to go. So this is going to take me a little while because I'm going to take teeny tiny little bites out of it. But it's cleaning up real well. It's on there solidly. I did turn the shaft down underneath this epoxy, this steel stick, so that I've got a good thick base of this steel stick. So we'll see what happens. So stay tuned. Show you the finished product. Gang, looks like a train wreck here, but it's really not. This is the end that I repaired. I've already got grease on it. Got it all greased up. I've got my nylon washers in there. Everything's set and ready to go. Here's my frame. So now we're gonna slide everything together. Alright, that's in. Now, here's my old tail cap. And the bushing is wallered out in it. So obviously we don't want to use that. So we have another tail cap. Actually it's a head cap, but it'll work. Quite simply, I'm going to line up the little oil spot there so that it matches in the frame. Set her in there like a glove. Alright, and I've got 4 little clips I got to put on, so I'm going to tap these little clips on. After I get these clips tapped on, here's these little clips here. Get those clips on, that's going to hold that cap on. Then we'll put the fan blade on, plug her in, And I'm going to let it run for a good long while. I want to make sure that it's not going to hiccup on me. And as long as I keep this oiled, hopefully, as long as I keep this well oiled, and plus this tail cap has a blind hole. The tail cap I'm putting on does not have a blind hole, so I will be able to directly oil straight down into it. So let me get those clips on. We'll be right back. Putting those clips on was real easy. I'll go ahead and put the other two on here for you. Take the wide spot, set it down on the motor like that, and then just tap it home. Just that easy. Got one more over here to do. Done. Alright, let me put this thing up on the two pins that are on this cap. Stick the fan on there. Flat spot. And I've already got it wired just to a regular 110 plug. Feels alright. Okay. Let's see if we've got a working motor again. It should go that way. There we go. Alright, I'm not going to call that a success just yet because, like I say, I want to run that motor for quite a while and see how that repair with that steel stick does. Now I've heard tell people that have repaired engine blocks with these and are still using the engine blocks using this steel stick, and there's actual steel in there. So I don't know. I put a nail in it. I'm going to see if I can't pull that nail out of it. But it machined really nice. It actually curled like metal would when you machine metal. So we'll see. We'll see. But the world seems like the clouds or the stars have aligned, or planets have aligned, or what have you. I'm not going to be putting the motor on today, because like I said, I want to run this thing through its paces for a while to make sure that it's going to hold up, because if not, I can take that epoxy steel stick off and weld it up and then machine it back down again. So I wanted to do the lesser of two evils first, and by going with a new tail cap with a known good bushing on it, I know that I'm back at square one. It's just a matter of how durable is that stuff going to be. So I guess we'll call that a win. The next time you see this motor, it should be back in the salamander and should be back up to having 2 operating heaters. That's it. This is it. Oh, later I'm out. Alright, about an hour and a half's expired. That motor's running just fine. There's the heater. Just got the motor put back in it. We're going to see how she does. We have fire. Come on, fan. Yeah. Sounds good and quiet too. Well, for right now, we're going to call it a win. This will not be running unless I'm out here. And I've got pretty good hearing, so I'll hear it if it does something funky. But it sounds really nice. Sounds really good. Motor's good and quiet. Hadn't been that quiet in a long time. So, and like I said, I don't know if you guys can see it here. I can oil that shaft as often as I want to oil that shaft. So, hope you guys can hear me over the fans. I just shut this one off over here. But I'm going to call that a win. Temporary win. I'm a little iffy on using that steel stick, but I mean, if you think about it, it's up against a bronze oil light bushing, well lubricated. Took it a long time to wear down that other shaft. I think I'll be good. I think it'll be fine. See, now this one just kicked off. See how much quieter? Oh, so much quieter. Yeah, boy. I'm digging it. Shut her down. But like I told you guys, I let it run for quite a long while. The motor never heated up. The shaft where I repaired the shaft didn't get hot. So I think we might be in pretty good shape by replacing that tail cap, putting one in with it's got a known good bushing, because that motor wasn't very old that I took that cap off of, and putting that steel stick on. We may last a good long while. We'll just have to wait and see, right? Of course, you guys know if it doesn't work and it